And I was receiving hypnosis sessions from my soul empowering hypnosis students. And because they facilitate graduation sessions on me, so I can give them really nice feedback, let them know how they're doing, give them tips, give them compliments, and then it's a nice way to certify people and know they're doing a really, really good job with SEH. So I'm receiving sessions and I start getting messages from the universe saying, Courtney, you're going to be moving to Washington State and you're going to open up a retreat center. I was just like, what? Like, I love Washington. So we're almost 10 years into me wanting to go back home to Hawaii, but it's not Hawaii. And the eye was on the prize of Hawaii. And so they're telling me Washington. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Not to mention retreat center. Like I'm not against retreat centers, but I don't want the responsibility of a retreat center. Like this is not something that I would gravitate to on my own at all. And then the world opens up a couple months later. I leave the husband a couple months later and moved to Hawaii on my own. I'm only in Hawaii at that point for about 4 months. And one of my students who does know me pretty well, we'll call her Jan. So Jan, she's a student who knows me pretty well and knows that I have received that message about Washington and the retreat center. Then she was working with a practice client who had taken a class with me like a year or two earlier, didn't know me very well at all. And Liz starts to say, they are sending me a message for Courtney. I'm going to go ahead and channel the message. Courtney is going to be moving to Washington and she is going to open up a retreat center. And it is in a town called something like Sequoia. All right. I had actually taken a trip to Washington and I had done a little bit of reconnaissance. And so I had already decided, all right, I'm going to pay attention in this town called Issaquah. So then I play the recording of this client who does not know me very well. And she's saying Courtney's moving to Washington to open a retreat center in a town that sounds something like Sequoia, Issaquah, right? And so I'm watching this and I'm like, holy crap. Okay. So I notified my landlord in Hawaii. I booked my flight to Seattle. And within like 2 months, I was gone. Like I moved. And yeah, so that's a good example of you're going to be receiving messages from spirit that will be so loud and clear that it will be impossible to ignore them.